EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Alert 3, alert 3.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 50 right. 51. Watch the run. They're running it.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Ebron caught left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. Throw complete there. Rodgers. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Brissett, and he connects with Ebron. The 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On the counter, here's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
95-56, 95-56.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down, Colts.
Down. Touchdown. 54 miles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Looking to run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Colts 14, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Jumping all the way from the outside. Maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a run with Mack. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run here with Mack, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Again, it'll be Mack. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
What's going on?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead.
As all the coaching
staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up.
All right, here
Never
I come.
even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Listen to these up there politicians. All this bullshit that's going on. These motherfuckers still got to play politics.
As he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
What the hell is y'all going to do with Jalen Hurts, man?
Every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
No, I'm talking about the quarterback.
Damn. You told me up this game. Give me some you running back.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup.
I know he's in Ohio. Oh, he's in Alabama?
Quarter, but things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
What's your Ohio? But I'm just saying that I thought that was going to be a trade. I thought he was going to trade. I thought Belichick was going to trade for him. They're probably gonna use him like they use Tyrannrayner, like they use Hill in New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Why that shit sending it again?
Yeah, I got it.
A good starting spot for the
I
Saints as they come up first and 10
it out. If I come back,
at the 41-yard line.
Why that shit sending it twice?
And Josh Hill has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'm playing crime scene. I'm not playing you.
Get into open field with a full head of steam.
It's
gonna be tough to get him down.
Well, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
I thought I was playing 5-5, but I'm playing crime scene. I said, you snuck on it. You snuck it on his game.
Finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Crime scene.
Now Breeze on the bootleg.
I just started
And this
playing.
is Cook with a grab. And he's down inside the 5 of the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you...
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 73 yards. He was able to set the edge on the left side, and the O-line able to set the edge well, too, on that side. They did a good job blocking out in front.
And you and I both know there's only a set amount of blockers that can be out in front. But didn't it feel like there was double on that play to open up the path?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And Oh, look at that. A diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Breeze now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Running with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready. Yellow lady.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 58 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brissett into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Throwing, Brissett. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, it's Hines. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go play action with Brissett. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brissett now. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
I quit too, Crunchy.
Funches, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Motherfucker quick. They really quick, really down.
First down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down.
Defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
0-2. Rush, 21.
Breeze now on first down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score.
Yeah, my ice factor lit now. That's all shitty.
Lutz to try to add the PAT.
It's 21. It's 21.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Yeah, we running it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I come down on that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
You're right, though.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. Pretty good running there. 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Kamara.
Come on, Kamara.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Come on, QB, come on.
Breeze to throw forward on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Staying on the ground with Mack. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brissett sets to throw it. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They come out here in the I. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that is going to wind up no good. Wide to the right. A rare miss for the veteran Vinatieri. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw is Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Breeze now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Breeze now. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
What's up with a pick?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good guy.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Get the ball, man. This nigga, man, come on. You can't even run.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
You got one more in you, Greg? You got one more in you? What y'all game looking like, cuz? Yeah, I might have sent it to him.
Yeah, good game, bro. Good blitzes. I know you got San Francisco. I should have knew. I knew I should have got the Patriots against them. That's what people. That's what motherfuckers do. They're gonna blitz you because you got, you know what I mean. He got a blitz coming, then he gonna send another blitz. You know what I mean. So it's like, so when you drop back, you don't got no time to throw the ball. So, all right.
Send me a friend request. Shooter 100.
I say that first game with my Patriots and he had Houston, Texas shit. It was more, you know, because you blitz Tom Brady like that, he quicker. Russell Wilson, I swear I be throwing the ball, but he'd be like, it's a sack. Like, he just did it. Good shit, though.
Yes, sir.
You send that bread somewhere?
Yeah, he said I got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, bro. Hey, we'll play whenever. Gamble whenever, bro. We know. I can play. We can cash up each other now. You know what I mean? I'm 100. I'm legit. Everybody.
Send me one.
You can send it to Tyrannrayner, middleman. I'm just doing a play for.
All right. Hey. When do y'all do a show? PS4 Broadcast or something. I'm gonna watch that shit while I roll up. Just let me know when y'all started. I'll watch it. You sure played? I'll watch it.
I sent you my 10, bro. Tyrant. Alright. So you sent the 10 to him, bro?
You send it now?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I sent it now just in case, you know what I'm saying, nigga try to run off. I ain't saying you is, but it's already in possession. So if I run off, he could just go ahead and send you my bread, cause I already sent it to him.
That's cool. We'll trio me, Tyrant, and hell anyway. I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, hey Greg, hey, I just found out that today too. Yeah, they just do that little middleman shit just in case motherfucker on bogus. But like I told you, we all here good, but
Yeah,
this his first time
and
playing, you know.
yeah, this
What
my
you
my
do,
first time, but me and
just send
Hayes
it to
boy,
Tyrell.
legit though. Like I know if I play him for that bread, I know he
Okay,
legit.
yeah, all right, yeah, yeah, just send it to Tyrann, so Tyrann have both y'all 10, whoever win, you know what I mean? So a motherfucker don't get mad and be like, oh no, I ain't, you know what I mean? We know you ain't, but we know he ain't, but just to, this y'all first time playing.
Tyrant, what's your number?
It's
my
his
gamer tag.
username, like his gamer tag. Just
I
put a
just,
money sign in front of it.
Money sign in his name.
I just got 10 on.
I
From
was in cause like my dog them is like Dade County. You know Dade County. Y'all ever heard of Dade County Hunter and all them? Big shop. Yeah, see that? Them my dogs right there. So like, I know if I go in there and play, I'm playing face. You know what I'm saying? And we just sent 3 times. And then I had another nigga coming up on that like red bucket 225 or some shit like that. That nigga came in there, he bet it, bro. We only played for $10, bro. We played for 10. The nigga, I beat him. I beat him by like 21. The nigga just jumped up and won their ass. It's lit, bro. It's lit.
But see, people do that because they just want the bread. If they win, they want to pay them. But when they lose, they disappointed. Y'all want that shit.
That's why, like, the folks like I don't know, I just go ahead and send to a middleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know Tyrell, so, you know what I'm saying? He could even run off with the bread, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just showing you, like, I'm sending my money off, like, hey, I'm waiting till the end of the game and all that extra shit.
just go to the money sign and then put $10 and press pay.
Go to Cash App. When you hit the money sign, it's gonna show up all green, like you know what I mean. You put 10, you put 10, and then you put pay.
I got $10 in my cash balance.
Right. Okay. Then hit pay or pay out or something like that. Cash App payout. Hit that.
for 10. That was 5. I see that transaction for 5. And I got like $10 in my. I did an ad cash. I got $10 in my ad cash. Okay, hold on.
Just press. It's at the bottom of the screen. And just hit the money sign. No, you're not adding cash, man. You paying. You gotta put the money sign. You use your $10 you already got. You don't need to add cash. You got 10. You go to the green screen. Type in 10 and then hit pay. Alright, I got it. And I wanted my rematch, man. Nigga try to sky from me and shit.
I ain't trying to scout for you. I just said my man said he beat Bell 28. I want to see what he got.
Well, he about to get you through in the first quarter, then I want my rematch. Nah, just playing. I'll watch y'all game if y'all broadcast, though. I played him before. He is good. He is good.
Okay, boom. Cash balance 0. Alright,
Yeah, I got both y'all money. That Bruce, you trying to play me while they play? Alright, I'll play you. Alright. Bruce. I like playing you because I'm not. I'm about to start charging y'all niggas $1. Nah, bullshit. That shit was trifling. One, two, three. Let's go. Bruce. It better be a good one. No shitty, I fucked up though. I ain't gonna fuck up this game. You got 5?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
No. He tried a couple times. So he tried a couple times.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Bro, quit.
He's got
These
the
niggas
first
is
down
cheating.
here inside the 30.
Hell no. These niggas just ran a touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
We own this nigga. It's crazy.
Saquon Barkley, 43 yards.
These
These guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, man. Block for me. Damn.
Past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action here on 1st down.
Come on with that. Good D.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ready, 95, 56.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, man.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
13.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught at the 25.
Come on, block him, man.
Able to
Damn.
get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40.
You pushing my dude all in the back.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 74 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. A give to Kamara running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. To throw is Breeze.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the
No, I
sentence.
did not do that, man.
Find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
That's all he is.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays that look so perfect on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it.
Lamar Jackson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A loss of 2 there, second down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, Barkley.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing Jones. And an alley to run. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Get there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't.
And it'll be intercepted.
Charger.
A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Keith Kirkwood that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I seen 20.
You ready? Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. scoring the made field goal. Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Breeze.
Ain't no way. Good defense.
For the 4th time today.
Ah, man.
Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 45 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
You're good, you're good. Ready. Kill. Yes.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
You trash.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And Gibbs got it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And at the end of the stretch, ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's
damn, I just jacked my Mac. I jacked my Mac.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And they're not able to
I shouldn't have
convert
did
on
that
4th
dumb-ass
down.
shit.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the run, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Man, hell no.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Remember
Now
that.
after the touchdown,
Damn, I
here's
can't believe I did
Rosas on
that.
to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
You got me.
Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt
I know
Coleman?
that. I know how to stop you now.
The Eagles.
That's right. It's then against the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run it again with Barkley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant
I
touchdown.
know, it's too easy. I got to work on that.
Saquon Barkley, 72 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I can't believe I...
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can
Damn,
say
I can't
about him
believe I
after
got
that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He's so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
No problem.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Here's Breeze to throw. This is caught by Gill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New
lucky,
Orleans. Ted Ginn, 44 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that.
Time.
That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.
It's silly. It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
Yeah.
Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
You got lucky. You got lucky. I know how you play now, boy. You a whole shit, boy. You a prospect. You ain't even a prospect. Bruh. You trash. You run the same play. Only reason you kept getting it off cause shit, them blocking. If they wasn't blocking that good, boy, you would have been history. They could block me at the back. Double header. They want a double header. You ain't getting that shit no more. I know how to get you. I just gotta keep you out the end zone. You gonna run. your last chance. Bro, I got all day. Let's hurry up so we can get this last double header in. Come on. Bruce Wayne. You know I had that game, man. I went and did that dance. I ain't doing no more celebrate. I ain't about to showboat no more.
Yeah, you better not ever do that. You know, from father to son.
Nah. You got me fucked up.
EA Sports coverage
I
of the
knew better
NFL
than that.
has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome.
You didn't even do that. The computer
it is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants.
Yeah, you can do that all day. That shit ain't gonna save you this game, man. I'm on your ass. No, that's all you do is ask, man. That's cool.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone.
They robbed me. You know they keep robbing. That little dance you doing, don't act like it ain't, I ain't noticing it.
How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yeah, that's why I'm missing tackles. I ain't going for that dance no more, bro.
On the ground, this is Saquon
Got
Barkley.
him.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. On second down now, Barkley takes to midfield.
I beat that boy six times in a row.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
All right, why don't you tune in? Why don't you watch my broadcast?
At 5 yards on the play there.
Watch mine.
Will continue.
Hey, he ain't got no paperwork.
On first down.
And then
Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Boy, you fucked
on
up
second
right
down,
here,
Barkley.
here,
And he takes it down to 40 with a pickup of 4.
Watch mine. Don't watch him. Don't even show him no love. I'm about to show you how to really do these boys. He found a glitch and he running. But I'm about to punish his ass though.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, look.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll run on first.
You see how they attack? How is he rubbing off?
Just
you know
a
what I mean?
yard on the pickup there.
Still gonna beat him.
2nd and 9.
Nah, I got the same.
On second down now, Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
They get him first down for that?
By Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point.
Nah, that's why I didn't go in cover
7-0 game.
It's all good. Just let me play my game. I got you, though.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Yeah.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
A quick burst.
Trying to get it to
the
Thomas,
fuck
and
off
it's
my
intercepted.
dick.
Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. On 1st down, Barkley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side here, Barkley.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Jones. And a throw
Like,
there
what you had, like 56, but like
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the
won by
ball
like
into
2
double coverage, especially not this close to the
I
goal
don't
line.
think we played.
The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Nah, this the first time he ever beat me. Now, he beat me before, but this the first time he beat me since the last 6 times.
Rosa's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
6 times in a row.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Stiff-armed him.
Man, come on with that
Solid
bullshit.
run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Just like that.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, best in the party, you open?
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Give give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is Cook with a grab. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Touchdown, Giants.
Try to finish
Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to
his
his
teammates right
now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
You already got to count.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Breeze going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know.
Come on, 1 more yard. Damn.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Barkley. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. There's Breeze.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you.
And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood.
It worked. I try to really finish you, and I couldn't.
Point away from making this a 3-point
Like that damn game.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is down
I
to
did
a
that
field
last
goal.
game, nigga.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Put it on my.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Tab, boy. Boom!
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
That glitchy ass
Saquon Barkley.
What you doing, though? You just reading
and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I'm broadcasting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Kamara.
I did not go back.
5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Looking again for Thomas.
Playing,
this time
man.
complete, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley.
Why are these niggas holding my dude?
20. There he goes left side. And we'll take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
This nigga been playing
me for
about
7 yards deep.
He figured me out, but there ain't no excuse. You right. I'm about to put it. I ain't with that.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come on, the ball. Shift. Watch the shift.
Breeze now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook.
Block him.
See,
my dudes don't block. His niggas block everybody.
Good yardage
Crazy.
after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Keith Kirkwood, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that,
come on with that.
You might reduce it. Might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for them well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 57 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jones operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now it's Ginn. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Yeah, I knew he was going to
have from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Again, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
This is Barkley. And some room to run now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's again to Barkley. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond.
Yeah, you deserve
in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea.
Nah, he picked it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's caught. Shepard. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
I think he been trying to copy my style, man. Looking at how I play this shit, man.
Action in this ball game.
He been trying to. He
So
been
we
trying.
had action to the very end of this one. The score on
Who
the
you about to
final
play
play
first?
that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock,
All right,
though.
so-
They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
Yeah, man. Alright. Shut your soft ass up.
Listen,
Shut your soft ass up. I gave you that, man. Yeah, Bruce, sit back. Nah, broccoli. That ain't broccoli, boy. Why you Why you talking about the other games? Right. It's a game. Shut your ass. Sit back and talk to yourself. He don't even talk like that when I whoop his ass. This motherfucker won. Wow, today. The first day you beat me in what? 3 months, motherfucker? I said today was the first day you beat me in about 3 months. In 3 months, yeah, it is, man. You haven't beat me, man. You haven't beat me. You haven't beat me, man.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
So what? That's all you got. What about your passing? What else you gonna do,
and
man?
a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Running back. Okay, they cheated for you. I ain't even open the playbook on you. I know this. You know what time it is. Yeah, and I figured it out.
Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45.
I'm gonna get, hey, Bruce, you got the winner. And I'm broadcasting, I'm a dog your ass. I'm talking shit to the whole shit.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
I'm gonna win this
the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
I didn't know he was over there. Okay.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted.
Ginn, go up for that.
Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm going to go with your
play. First quarter,
first drive.
First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Watch out, watch out.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Kiko Alonso came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
About 5.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
That's how you do it. No!
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will have a short
That's
field
how you
in
kick
front of
it.
them. They take over here,
Motherfucking
1st and 10.
42. My kick
Breeze
was,
now on 1st
really
down.
nice.
He gets it to Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Good quarter.
4
Negative
receivers
19
now
yards.
in the formation. 3 to the
Negative
left,
19
1 to the
yards.
right on 2nd and 7. Now Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Bree's going to go on fourth down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Throwing is Wilson.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So give him the first down, 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Wilson came with some tricky ass shit. I ain't never seen that. He wasn't never playing like that.
Go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, a short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that showed a little bit of faith. Actually showed a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
You play him.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down.
I wasn't worried about him either, but he beat me. That first game, though, he shouldn't have won. He know that. I'd celebrate it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points.
I know how to stop it now.
They've got to make amends.
His niggas was just blocking good.
We sat in meetings with coaches, and they use the term complementary football. Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup.
Bruce Wayne gonna have to play the. You gonna have to play the winner.
Downfield, he keeps it
Bruce Wayne, you gonna have to play the winner.
And a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bruh, I'm on your ass. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect you to be that
From
good.
the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
All right, well, come on with it then, Bruce. I got 5, you don't beat me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And he's going to go down again.
You got niggas wide open.
Cameron Jordan giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon standing just outside his own goal line.
Ooh,
He's been a busy
that.
man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield.
Bro, you talking about some old shit.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
How you get in the negative?
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take
How
over
you get in the negative?
with a 1st and 10
I never
on the
seen
short
it.
side of the field.
I mean, I seen it, but not on the total.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans.
It's a video game. Wow, you trying
as
to
the
do
clock
it.
will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw is Breeze. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Nah, he ain't tripped. You just ran right into me. I just seen you smack him.
Near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing.
You try to strip me
have
and
3
ran
points
into
in your
me.
hip pocket.
Yeah,
You force
man.
a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw
I got
that.
something for your ass.
Another
You
throw
running your
on
fucking
2nd down, and
You
this
running
one
your fucking
incomplete
mouth.
as
Nah,
well.
X ain't gonna do shit.
So
I
back-to-back
had to jump over.
incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Breeze going to throw. He's going to rifle
Told
one
you got
deep
first
left,
triangle.
and he's got it. Touchdown,
Yeah, go up for that.
Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead.
I'm better than
further.
Bruce Wayne. That's just showing
That's
you
a
that
lead that
he's
excites a
cheating.
team as they head into the half. Good way to finish
And I
things
still
off.
put up
Yeah,
numbers
able
on
to
his ass.
extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that,
I'm getting Bruce Wayne
let's say
next,
they
man. I'm
decide
gonna wipe
to
his
kind of
ass.
squib
Once
kick
you
or
laugh
what
at
they're
him,
going to
too,
do on the
once
kickoff
I
because you
stop
don't want to
that
give
run.
up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Yeah, you was gonna play him, but you gotta give me, you gotta take care of me. All right, so I get my rematch.
Here's the Seattle offense
It ain't
ready
over
to
though.
get this drive
Don't give up.
underway.
Don't give up.
Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
I'm about to come
right?
see
They
you, and
have
he
a
gonna come see
script.
me again. 'Cause that's
Pressure
how it works.
comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And we're going to get a timeout.
Bruh, you
With 2
trash.
seconds remaining in the second quarter. They come up on
There,
second
don't
and
even worry
long,
about
and
him.
the
I'm gonna
pass
take care of him
protection
then.
just has
After we
not
lose, he
been
can
there
play
this
you.
afternoon.
After I beat him, he can
Here's
play you.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime, and what's
Well, you gotta
already
run,
a
first of all.
2-touchdown game. As we are
Just
off
at least
to
start.
Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our
know you
EA
doing that
Sports
shit. I'm already
halftime
knowing this
report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome
This
everyone
nigga
back
got a
for
glitchy
quarter
ass run
number
where my nigga
3.
can't even
Both
tackle.
teams appear ready
This
for
nigga
the
get the
fight
whole
ahead,
money
and we
the
resume
whole time.
action here in quarter
Fuck out
number
of here.
3.
Just 'cause you running
This
slow, that
field
don't
a
mean my
few
nigga
yards
gonna
into
run
the
slow.
end
They gonna
zone.
your ass. How you
And
slow my
he'll take
nigga?
this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
But as far as Bruce
Coming
Wayne
to the
is
line here to
go, he
begin their next
cheated
drive, the
consistent.
Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
It's gonna be hard.
We
It's gonna
often
be
have the
hard.
feeling
Yeah.
that there's a lot of shouting, screaming,
Enough for
people
that,
upset.
man.
But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot
I
more
try
clinical
to
than
catch
that.
it, but that's
And
when
in
you
this
press
case,
triangle and
are
then
they
swap
upset
it
that
down
the
to
plays
the
weren't working because of
lineman.
execution, or did they think they were just
Yeah,
bad
they ain't giving
plays
you
to
them
call?
yards. They ain't
We'll
giving you
find
them.
out pretty
They
quickly
had all-
here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
Drop it.
Find out. Now this throw caught left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Come on, Marcus, go around.
Super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession.
I got to smack up Bruce Wayne real quick, though. I'll be putting up numbers.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints.
Hot boy.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints take advantage of field
not only the part they might have played
position
Bruce Wayne, I want you to see me stop that run.
For 6.
He can't do nothing else.
Lutz good on the extra point.
Don't leave the
and
party.
That makes the score 21-0.
I just lost by Bruce Wayne. If anybody should have left, it should be me, but that's not how I get
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Yeah, I give you as many as you want. Shit.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Coach Carter
all
over
that
here.
worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee. And
I'm
that's
lightweight
the
good,
25-yard line.
but he doing a glitchy ass play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this
Really
drive underway.
You
They're
gotta
down
hold
3 touchdowns to this point.
No, you gotta hit square. You gotta swat that down.
First and 10. A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
Tough first half.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him.
So I can get
find him.
So you can make it easy for them.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, watch it.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position.
What got it? Damn, I was trying to get that steal.
But it winds up incomplete.
Good defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today.
Well, he's scared.
I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
I'll play you again. But what's Bruce Wayne did? Why he's scared to rebench?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
My defense ain't even all that.
Showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to air.
Oh, he went out. He went out.
And that will be incomplete.
He was wide open.
Dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
On your ass now.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Wilson.
Oh, you definitely want to turn that.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing now is Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You might as well. Get the show on the road. Damn, I'm making a killing on this stop.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I feel your frustration. I play like that sometimes too. It's make it easy, but you'll learn from it. That 23%, 0 touchdowns. All right, Bruce Wayne, where's it? You got your total offense is -44. How you get -70 passing yards? 1 first down, 0 points. Good game. Good game. Gang. Bruce Wayne about to be, hey, I'm about to, man, listen. Bruce Wayne, that little run shit is dead. After that, you don't have nothing. Nothing. Send it to me. Oh, scary ass little boy. Are you gonna watch this game since I beat you? You'll be alright. I'm about to figure. Yeah. If I beat Bruce, you can pay him. Oh, he sent it to me. Okay. Honestly, truthfully, you playing the loser. You gonna play blues. You good though. You is good. Shit, cause you was trying to put on. Man, I've been beating Bruce ass for a long time. Look, you hear him with his mic. Yeah, I did, man. I be putting up points on Bruce trash ass. You ain't had no goose egg on me. Who, me? Nah, I play with every other team. I'm telling you, all the other teams is just as good. No, he do that real shit. If any. All right, let's go back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome
but
you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go.
Yeah, the
as the
overall don't
Giants
matter.
get set
Shit,
to
it
match
just,
up
every
with
team
Drew
is good.
Brees and
Every
the
team
New
is good.
Orleans Saints.
You can't sleep on no team. They all in the
This
NFL.
is taken about 7 yards deep.
You just gotta play with them right.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Who is that?
We go. 30 base. Check three. Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
You was
Only
right,
a
bro.
couple
Hey,
for
you was
him
right.
there.
Stop his
The
ass
game's
at the
first play,
linebacker.
and it's second down.
Don't let him get past. Not happening.
On second down, Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff as they run left side.
That's
And
weird.
just no
That's crazy.
chance
It's like
of
the whole
turning the
camera's
corner.
different
He
when
can
you know
only
linebacker.
get back to the line of scrimmage.
He ain't getting shit.
2nd and 10 coming up.
He ain't getting shit off our shit.
On the run, it's Barkley.
Come on, man.
Looked like he was trying
That's
to
how you
bounce
stop
it
the run. I
outside,
figured
but
it
no
out.
success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes
That's
you
all
just
you
have
got.
to take
Let's
it
do
to
something
another
else.
spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jones on 3rd down.
Give me that shit.
He
Fuck,
rifles
boy.
one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
that shit, bro.
And he'll
I
return
figured you
this
out,
one
bro.
just shy of midfield to the 49.
Go ahead, broadcast, man.
That time defensively
Shannon
looked like they
Shannon
showed
can
quite a
announce
bit
it.
of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly
Shannon
because he
can
ran
announce it.
blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled
Got
him by
him.
dropping into coverage.
Whoop.
Now
Where
he's
you
ready
going?
to get rid of the ball.
Get up, block him,
But guess
dude.
what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly
They made
as
me
you
do the
described,
most,
an
man.
interception.
They make me do the
17
most.
there
I didn't
to
have to
New
do none
Orleans
of that.
first
Block
down.
your man.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Move your ass, Bruce.
Breeze now. And an alley to run.
Watch out, Bruce.
He'll get 5 out of the
He on
scramble.
skates.
It's 2nd down.
Let me go
Now,
skate.
how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big
But
hit.
that's that rule they had.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard
Slide. I'm
line.
getting myself up. You
10
can't hear me.
yards, good for his Saints first
They should be
down.
able to, though. You right. You right. They should at least be able to try to. Like, I'll
Staying
take the
on the
risk.
ground on
You know what I mean?
first with Kamara. And he's going to push his
I just
way
want to at
down
least try to
about
hit
the
you. You know what I'm
12.
saying? At least let me try to
It's
be
a
able to.
7-yard carry to set
You right.
them up with a
I
2nd
might get
and
off on the
3.
team. Shit. Let me do the job.
Kamara trying the right side, and he is met in his
Nigga just
tracks
sitting there
behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Here's
Send
Breeze.
it to Nelson.
And Ken's got it. And he gets the first
told
down
you, Bruce, you're
yardage
not
he
fucking with
needs
me.
before he's brought
I
down
figured
at
you
the
out.
6.
I figured
They're
Bruce
looking
out.
on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st
I
and
figured
goal.
him out. Right on, Bruce. You put me on that, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Here's
You put
Breeze
me
to
on that.
throw.
Watch out,
Quick
little
slant
dude.
caught. That'll bring up 2nd and
3
goal
now.
after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal
Bro, you
from
ain't
the
got
run.
nothing, boy. You put me on, boy.
They'll run it with Kamara.
Excuse me.
And
Let me get up in
he
this
is
touchdown.
in for the
End
score.
zone.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out.
Bruce, you shouldn't have
As
put me
his guys
on,
are
boy.
able to strike
You fucked
first
up.
here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the
He's so
guys up front
trash, boy.
blocking, the offensive linemen,
He ain't got off
maybe
the
the
shit off
smartest
the
guys in
blitz.
football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
I figured.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Now you can't talk shit because I figured it out.
After 7-0.
You're not about to run. You're not about to get shit. You're not even about to get 100 rushing yards. You're not about to get shit, boy.
On 2nd and 12.
Throw the fucking ball,
He
man.
goes down. Marcus Golden just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Breeze now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play,
he's trying to give me to go for it.
Expected to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Bro, you trash.
So here we go on 4th down to Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40.
This nigga so trash, he said I'd be the greatest player ever if I got this first down. I just got it. Now he just trash.
And the drive keeps going.
Come on, man.
On first down, Breeze.
Where's the defense at, man?
And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Bro.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10.
I told you I'm going to stop your ass anytime you try me, bro.
Start the ball game.
You can't fuck with me.
Now Breeze.
You can't fuck with me, Bruce
This is
Wayne.
complete to Michael
Ain't
Thomas.
no fucking defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there,
Bruce
good
Wayne
for a
is.
Saints first down.
Boy, I'm 8 for 8.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
How your home team
into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking end zone.
Touchdown! Fuck out of here!
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. Now Breeze wants the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Damn, I picked the wrong fucking play.
The 40, the 30.
This nigga slow as hell. Hit him.
10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play of football there, and it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 54 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
I'm going to take something over the middle, motherfucker.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
What happened? What happened? What happened to your 300 yards?
As the first half is winding down. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come here. Come here, little dude.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Which one? Why you ain't talking?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Come on, set. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Running with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Get the fuck out of
Rush
here.
coming, and he's taken down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
47 is the mic.
Breeze now on 1st down. Thomas has got it, complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Breeze again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one. Hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Barkley up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, no.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lord, how you doing, Bruce?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll
Bruce,
look to
y'all let me
throw.
down last night, man.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe the routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes 9.9 times out of 10. Just missed that one.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, thanks a lot.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Thanks for fucking nothing.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Thanks for
I
fucking
hate to
nothing.
surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away.
The
Trust
other
that
nigga I bought in
defense.
there,
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard
yeah, hey, man,
line.
they just delivered my damn.
You had to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line and give the defense a really nice opportunity.
They begin the run by Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I got to bring this motherfucker around here my damn self.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. On 4th down, Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Barkley on first down running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Job,
a lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because it's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Walk off. That's a walk-off touchdown, boy.
Backbreaker right there. You're down close. One score.
They about to go in the locker room.
Score, you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble.
All right, hey, though, man. What you up to?
Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case,
okay.
Hey,
hey, but look, Chief, could you leave for a minute? I want his Tyler there, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. So, hey, look, I need you to just help me lift something real quick. And I'm just going to bring it into the basement. Because Long showing that, she can watch it just a minute. It ain't going to take us. I just want to bring it. They put it on the front porch. It needs to come to the basement.
Let's just take care of the football a little bit better.
And I was going to get this good, but I thought, shit, I don't know. Man, you might be going. That motherfucker's heavy. I tried to pick it up. But all right then. Okay. So anyway, should I see you in like 5 minutes?
Good game, Bruce.
I
They're going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop.
Yeah, that's what he be doing.
Can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful
I
there on
gotta
the
run out
onside
for just
kick
a minute,
try.
man. I'll be gone about
Big
maybe 10
mistake in that
minutes.
spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now look at this.
I know I did not just do that.
They needed it's intercepted.
Yeah. Good defense. What you read it? You know that play?
They're going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. This is Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds.
You history, boy. I figured you out, boy. You can't do nothing, boy.
He's back to throw. And,
Bruce, bye-bye.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker.
Come on, man, move, dude. Why you talking to me?
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Bruce Wayne.
Ready. 95-56.
Bruce.
0-2.
So after the INT, it's
for
Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You're playing the losers.
On the ground, Kamara. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Breeze is looking to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again. This is taken in. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Wait a minute.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now they'll run.
Boom!
And he takes it
Get your little ass out the way.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray taking it in. And the Saints able to stretch that
what was you saying, Bruce?
further. Lutz good on the extra point. And
Little
the decision
dude.
to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bruce is a bum. He does the same play.
To the very
He
end
gets,
of this one, the score on the
he
final
does the
play
same
that they
play.
didn't need to have.
I
They
do
had to just
different
run out the
plays.
clock, though. They
I
added to
does
their
different
final
plays.
Played
I
it
told
all the
you,
way
man,
to
I'm the
end,
fucking
and,
best,
some
man.
coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the
You
time.
gotta beat it out of Bruce
and they feel
first.
like if they don't do it themselves,
see me.
they're not living up to the
And Bruce,
message
you can't
that
even
they're
see
sending
me no
out.
more, man. You done.
Oh no, I just beat you 2-0.
I beat you 4 in a row, shithead. Nah, you never beat me 4 in a row. Never. It's a damn lie.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Oh, that's tight. I didn't know that. I just press X and it don't work, so I just wait. Damn. I whooped your ass, boy. You played the best game you could ever play, and I spanked you. I figured you out. I told you what I was doing wrong. I capitalized, and I beat your ass online. Bruce Wayne, you really shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now.